gorgeous, it's Sheila. Welcome back to my channel. I've been an esthetician for a decade now, so today I'm so excited to share you how did I become confident and become a master in brows, lashes, also in facials without paying an extra class and actually get paid with it too. So I told you from my last video, I went to school for Aveda, and I've heard some of esthetician did not have a really good school. I'm actually blessed that my teachers are hands-on to me, and there are some classes like lashes or we didn't do that much brows but really focus onto facials. My first job, I went to Dolphin's Court in Las Vegas. There's this lady, a really good esthetician from Europe, and she trained me with all her techniques, all what she've learned throughout the years, and everything that she learned, especially the extractions of milia. I know some of other states are not allowed to do that, but she actually helped me how to extract a milia, and that's actually not educated at school. They want you to prevent popping milias because usually dermatologist has to do that. And like I said, it really depends on the state that you're in. You want to make sure that you actually follow the rules of your state. But like I said, I learned from how to do extractions of amelia perfectly without damaging the skin. So after that, I actually worked for Ulta, and I started as an esthetician over there. And at Ulta, I've learned so many things. They offered so much free education. They have this videos that you can actually go into their system and watch different videos. If you are esthetician, you have your own bracket of trainings and you can just watch every single of them. This is a free access for employees only. And it's also up to you as an employee if you're gonna actually learn from it and also applying the things that you've learned. I learned so much about skincare because Ulta have tons of different products. They also have makeup that I could learn tons of different makeup brands, and also being confident to your craft. I remember after graduating, usually when they trained you at school, it's so zen, it's in a spa training, it's very quiet atmosphere. At Ulta, you don't have that. You have to actually go out to market yourself. Yes, they do have some clients that come in and out, but you actually have to make that effort to talk to them in order to convert them to your guest. At Ulta, they actually have those scripts to tell you what to say into the guest in order to convert them, which is an amazing knowledge, because what I'm gonna say to this guest, just shopping around in makeup and how to convert them, which is such an amazing tool for me to build up clientele. At Ulta as well, they have different brands that partner with you, and you can actually do a collaboration to gain clients, and which is an amazing, there's some hairstylists in the salon that you can talk to, and actually even them, you can make them as your client as well. When I was a skin therapist at Ulta, they have different tiers in order to level up. You have, at that time, I become a master esthetician in 6 months, which is, modesty aside, I was number 23 in the whole company at that time, and that's nationwide. And it's because of building up clientele and using all the tools that they have, using all the knowledge, product knowledge. We used to use Dermalogica at time, and I think some of the other store also use Murad. But like I said, all skincare, all the basic, as long as you know all those basic knowledge of facial, you can jump around into those different brands and use those knowledge to apply into your facials. At that time in 2016, I believe the lashes get started popping up, becoming popular, and Ulta actually launched to do a lash extension. And I remember all those lash extensions are still on the cup, and there are almost like powderized hair that you have to like separate. And yeah, those were the first time I played with lashes. And actually Ulta gave me that opportunity to learn lashes as well. So I've learned all of those, how to do the basic lash extension. And then suddenly I actually moved to Florida and I have to start all over again. And I have to find an extra job because the job that they have at Ulta was a part-time. So I need to survive, girl. So I ended up looking for another job, and I ended up going to Amazing Lash Studio. They specialize lashes. In Amazing Lash Studio, I learned so much about lashes. They have a better system than the one that I've learned before at Ulta. They have a different techniques. I've learned so much about isolation, retention, different style of lashes because every eye is different. Back then, I just like, okay, let me put lashes, and I had no clue. I just mix and match whatever like sizing. But in Amazing Lash Studio, they actually have different styles. I remember they have cute, they have gorgeous, they have sexy. It's just like a different look, like longer in the outer corner or longer in the middle. They have those techniques that I've learned when I got hired. They actually have this intense training for a week before you even do an actual client. I also learned lash mapping, also like really good consultation with the guests because everybody is different. Some of them want a natural look, some of them want volume. So you have to actually customize the lash experience to the guests. In Amazing Lash Studio, they also have different tier of lash stylists. So I started from, they have a level 1, level 2, and level 3 stylists and the master stylist. And it took me a year to become a master stylist. You actually have to go to an intense training. I remember driving all the way to Miami to get certified to become a master stylist. To become a master stylist, you have to be perfect with the timing, to the retention, to the isolation, to their face mapping or like lash mapping. So yeah, you have to perfect that. I have to do a full set, a classic full set for an hour and 10 minutes. And I remember the first time I've done lashes, it took me 3 hours. 3 hours, girl, to taking out those lashes, and then it's not even full. And I have to put every single lashes, and whoever is the who doing the certification at that time, they have to check it, they have to see and brush it through. And they are very strict with certification. The good thing about working for Amazing Lash Studio, they actually put a pressure. I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but like I like the challenge. I don't know about you, but I love like a time pressure challenge. So I remember when I work in an Amazing Lash Studio, I am fully booked from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. that I actually have to have a break of an hour, and that's it. And I'm like back to back to back. And I have to make sure that I am specific into the timing because there's some guests waiting for me, and an after guest, and an after the guest. And doing like at least 8 people a day in 3 months, you actually just master and perfect the craft. I had an opportunity to become a lash trainer, but like I have to travel all over, and unfortunately I did not do that because I don't want to travel that much. Yes, so that was like my experience, and of course, like I get to pay with all those trainings. Also, when you become a master, you have a higher commission and also higher tips. So unfortunately, I have to stop working at Amazing Lash Studio because I actually had back surgery. I broke my back because of working out. So be careful working out and putting like weights in your back. I did jump squat with 50 pounds on my back, and then my spine, it blew up. So I went back full-time for Ulta, and unfortunately, they don't have a full-time esthetician job at that time. So the Benefit Cosmetics actually opened up a full-time job. So guess what? I grabbed that opportunity and I become a brow girl at Benefit Cosmetic at Ulta Beauty. So in Benefit Cosmetics, I've learned how to do brow mapping. They have an organized brow waxing technique, and also I also learned how to do the brow lamination. And again, that is being paid and free training. In Benefit Cosmetics, they actually have about quarter training. They always have new products. They make you excited with their new things. So in Benefit, I've learned conversion. So conversion is like converting your guests and selling them an item, and that's a big thing into their company. They encourage for you to actually sell an aftercare for their brows so they can do it at home. So that's also another thing, is what I've learned is to educate your guests and making sure that you actually care for them. You actually brow map and show them what's best for their brows and what other things that you could recommend through makeup or their pores. They also have skincare for their lips, the Benetint. So if I have to pay all these trainings I've learned through all these companies, let's do a quick math. So there are some companies like to get brow certification costs $1,000. Lash extensions courses is from $1,500 to $2,000. Facial training could be around $800 to $1,200. So we're talking about $5,000 of training that I have to pay, but because I work on these companies, I paid zero and I got paid to learn. So how did I do it? I worked for the companies that trained me and also paid for me, and not just like going there, but actually to absorb all those information, to learn, work hard for it, took the training seriously and stayed consistent. Now I use all those skills on my business now every single day, and I am so grateful that I have all those experience and I have the opportunity to do that. I just want to say this clearly. I didn't go to those jobs to, I'm gonna go on all these companies so I can have free training. That wasn't my intention. I didn't even know that they have all those training. I just worked hard. I was open to learn from new things, and then it just happened that I offered these amazing tools that I could use to my future. So if you're just starting out, fresh out of school, do not worry. So if you landed into a job, whatever it is, gain all those experience and take all those advantage, whatever they offer for you. Take all those like experience from different clientele, learn from it, and stay focused and just be the best that you can be. If you have any question how I get hired or how did I landed on this job, you can go ahead and message me or comment below. I could make another video for that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have a friend that esthetician or just got out of school for aesthetics, share these videos to them so they can learn from my experience. And thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.